All right, so now we're going to be working some more on step 1 in our 50 steps in sight singing lessons. And we're still working on 3 main sounds, kind of 4: do, mi, sol, and high do, okay? Remember, it has this little line, like a tick mark, and here it is here, and here, and here, and here. So when you see that, that means we have to make our voice go up higher. Hopefully that's dark enough. I can make it thicker so that you can see it. That's going to indicate the higher do, not the lower do. Now, the last lessons we've been using the solfege modulator, and I've been pointing do, mi, sol, do, like that. Now, eventually, when we read music, just like when we read a book, we read from left to right. And so this is kind of a funny way to write music. That's not the real way that music is written. That's not real music notation.
Not anymore. It used to be.
Well, just for always for this notation. So this is called tonic solfa notation because we're learning the solfa or the solfege notes. And so when we read this way, we'll just read across, and then we'll come back down here and we'll read across. And if you've done the earlier beginner lessons, you've already learned some of this. So this shouldn't be hard for you. If you have done the beginning lessons that are called 10 minutes lessons in sight singing with my younger children. And so this is not new to you, and this will just be a review. But if you're an older student who's jumping in and beginning your learning, this might be a little harder. You might need to take a little bit more time with it. So just like we did this before and we saw this is a low note, this is a high note, this is in the middle of the scale. Now that we've gotten some practice with that, and we don't want to stop practicing with that, but we want to move on to this new way as well. So now we're going to do this, and so I'm going to have Acacia just read the first little bit here so you see what we're talking about, and then we'll do it together. Okay, so, and here, I know what we can do. She just has to lean back a little. We have a desk in the way. So we have do. So Acacia, can you do your hand signs and read this and just stop when I stop? So do, mi, do, sol, mi, do. Okay, oh, go ahead and do that one. Do. Yeah. So see how she went from the low do to the high do. So now let's try that all together, and we'll all stop at this high do first, and then we'll try to do more of it. And we're just going to keep moving through to practice. So ready? Do, mi, do, sol, mi, do, do. All right, let's try that one more time, and then we're going to try to go all the way through, and I'll point pretty slow. We can do it a little faster, but sometimes you have to think a little bit and hear that sound in your head before moving on. So, sorry, I just have to move my screen over so I make sure I'm not cutting my head off. Okay, I am prone to do that in some of my drill lessons. If you watch those, my head is chopped off down to my neck. No, and my whole head is gone.
Oh,
okay, ready?
For you.
Okay, so let's try this together. Okay, you're going to have to bend back for the top row. Not that far. Okay, so ready? Let's do a hand sign. I'll point with the marker, and Acacia will do the hand signs. Make sure you can see your hand signs. Okay, ready? Do. Oh, let's try a new do. Do. It's a little higher. Do, mi, do, sol, mi, do, do, sol, do.
Mom, you're singing the wrong shit.
Do, sol, mi, sol, do. So, hand signs. So, mi, do. She thinks I'm singing wrong.
She was singing the wrong note.
I was a little flat because my daughter's. I've got a
low.
little tickle in my throat. I was getting there. Did that feel high? Did that feel high for some of you? It might be high for some of you. We're both sopranos. We can't sing a lower do. But we'll try to go as low as we can here. Let's try it one more time. Do. You just have to sing that with your chest voice down here. Do. Just sing quietly. It's easier to get it out. Okay. Do, mi, do, sol, mi, do, sol, mi, sol, do, sol, sol, mi. She got the giggles thing. Do, mi, sol, do. See, I did it there. I told you it's too low for her. I told you in my last video that I sometimes sing sol when I need to go down to mi on this jump. So when we're up on do, I want to go do, sol, but it's do, mi, sol, do. So that's a hard jump there. That's a pretty big jump. See, you're going do, mi, do, mi. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 steps down. That's quite difficult to do. Do, mi, do, mi, do.
Especially
if you
when
know
it's
the entertainer. Bum, 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 bum. Na, 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 da, 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 da. That's that 6th interval, so you can hear what it sounds like. So what I want you to do is this will also be on the website. You can print it off. You can practice it. Another challenge, make up your own. Use these 4 letters. So you've got your low D for do, your M for mi, S for sol, and the do with the line up there for the high do. And if you use those 4, you can make up your own songs or your own patterns and practice them. Or maybe if you have sisters or brothers or mom or dad who wants to try it with you, you can make them up on your own on a whiteboard or on a chalkboard or a piece of paper and try that. In our last lesson for this step, last video, we're going to do some ear tests, which are basically to check how you're doing with this process. And so make sure that you practice this so that you can do that test and really try it out next time. Okay, so work hard on that and spend another 5 or 10 minutes, maybe a couple lessons or a couple times in the afternoon you can practice this. Okay, good luck.